Hi Aries, welcome in. We're going to take a look at your reading, your energy together and see what's going on. I'm picking from all of my card decks, just letting the Most High God randomly pick through my hands the message for you. I trust the Most High God with all my heart in the message that He's going to bring out for you. It's real intense on my channel. I look at criminal activity and we're all involved in that. You might say, well, I'm not in any kind of crime, but you live in a world of crime. And there are things that are going on around you and I all day long, around children. And it's important for us to know what's going on so that we know how to stand up against it and resist it by the Most High God. And He's here to protect people because we live in a world where people are demonized. They just are demonized. My channel is extremely intense. I feel energy and I will speak right out of that space, and sometimes I'll roar at that wickedness, all right? And so I do a special work for the most, and I don't tolerate nastiness. It's like entering into a courtroom here, so do with it as you must. If you're in this energy, I just encourage you to stop and look in the mirror and fix it. Let the Most High God give you some mercy and grace, and you begin to take people out of that place. Otherwise, you're a low-down scoundrel. You ain't going to like me. I'm asking you to get off my channel right now because the Pisces reading was so filthy and dirty and demonic. And what came out, I can't even believe that nonsense is in our earth realm. And so anyway, but it's got to be dealt with, and the Most High called me to deal with it here on this channel. And what I do is I've got to obey the Most High God. And if you don't want a fear and a dread of the Most High God to come on you, you are of no worth. You will be destroyed in the end of your nonsense. Yehovah, come on in here and just begin to speak to the Aries energy. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Sun card is coming out with the Five of Wands. Yes, there is something huge. The Queen of Swords is here with the Ten of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Four of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. The Wheel is here. We have the main male. Let's see. We have the Anchor feeling weighed down. The Hope. The Ten of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's all, yeah, it's already here. There's a loyalty situation out here around some strifeful thing. And then we have the Ten of Cups again out here. Something's going to turn out positive for those of you in the upright. The Wheel is out here, so that just tells me something's going to go both ways for any given person. There's going to be justice in a matter out here. The number 7 or a 7-year-old could be here, or 7 years of something could also be here. There's something about timing out here with the Wheel. But it is justice on something, and 7 is a completion, and there is something completing here. It says, I've been young and I've been old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. We don't beg. You got a need, you make your request known to the Most High, and that's it. But we've got protection around something, whatever you've got to do. I feel like somebody's also parting ways with something that they need to. You deal with somebody's split. You deal with somebody who sits here and acts like they don't know stuff, and they do. They sure do. And somebody don't care with the Four Cups. They're in apathy. They don't care. They're puffed up in their freaking pride. And somebody's just like, hey, look at me all the freaking time. They exaggerate about every single thing. For whoever this nonsense is about. There's a jealousy situation out here. There definitely is something going on at the job today. And there's been oppression, and yet there's hope. Or somebody's been hoping against hope on some matter. For some of you all, somebody is loyal and somebody's not. And something's taking place, and they're showing up like they are loyal, and they act like they don't know something, and they do. And there's something around an attack. There's something around an attack out here, and they're jealous, and somebody's ex is involved in something than they are, because somebody's crazy and a little kid out here, and somebody's got a good solid message to turn something with the force out here. They really do. So, something is very emotional with 20 cups out here. 24 cups is out here. Your past is out here with that energy, with soulmates. But I see justice coming for you all, folks. Somebody's feeling weighed down here. I guess they are, because this occupation, something about work. Somebody, I always just bring it out. Whatever's been going on at work, because it was really big. The boss came out, which you guys hold the Emperor card in the deck. So if you want to watch the Pisces reading, it was phenomenal. But it was disgusting what was coming out there. Whatever has taken place with somebody on the job, we do have somebody who carries somebody financially, okay? And whether that's safe for you to do that or not, and somebody's jealous of it, or it's not safe for you and somebody's jealous that way, I don't know. But there is something around somebody carrying somebody financially at work, and there's something that's taken place in a really bad way, and there's going to be justice. There's a law around something. Somebody has exaggerated about a matter, and they act like they don't know what's going on. They were part of this contemplating thing out here. And there's a forcing taking place, and the arm of authority is going to make sure something just like that turns. Somebody's been oppressing somebody, and they act like I don't even know what you're talking about, and you're probably the person that's done it. Okay, whoever I'm talking to. If you're upright, you're upright. But I feel like I'm talking to the person who's doing that to somebody out here, and that's called somebody who's crazy to do something like that for whatever reason. Why? Because somebody took a life insurance out on somebody and they wanted money for it. That's just unacceptable, folks. That's unacceptable. And I don't care how much somebody has oppressed somebody and put them out of their necessities. Don't care, because we can find people being oppressed by leadership or anybody else who sets up an authority figure. Somebody's jealous of somebody, and so they just set somewhere they've done something in their authority somewhere to oppress somebody on purpose. But I've been young and I've been old and I've never seen the righteous forsaken, so you just go right on ahead and do whatever you got to do. God will come in every single time for the person that's trusting in the Most High God. You're filth to do that to anybody in the earth. That's ridiculous. He'll make a way where there seems to be no way, whether you like it or not, because you ain't God, whoever that energy is. His arm is out here to protect something. There is a female prime minister, so a preacher's wife has come out today really big. We do have the Queen of Swords, so whatever that means for you. Either she's upright or she's not. Whatever that means. We also have a resistance to change, and there's bad luck coming to somebody. Okay, again, it's right here. There's consequence to that. You don't want to change for an upright purpose or admit something out here. You got bad luck coming to you. It is coming. It is coming. It is coming. Let Yehovah Elohim speak it, because it's coming. It's positive for those who will do the right thing, and it's negative. I don't want to change. 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 Okay, well, fine, then go to hell, because you're going to go to hell on the matter. Okay, the most I said, there's bad stuff coming to somebody, bad karma with the force, because that sun is like a force, and so is the wheel here. Go ahead and be crazy all you want. Somebody don't want to face the truth because they're caught up in something nasty, and they don't understand that nasty's coming right back to them. I'll take the top and the bottom. It says, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. And there's a warning from Elohim. Again, somebody is sitting in a place that they belong to the Most High God. It could be a female prime minister also doing that to somebody else. I don't know. If you are the child of the Most High God and you're under His protection, I don't care who you are. God says, you don't touch my people, period. I don't care if somebody fell down. If you didn't take if you're setting up in a position here, you're supposed to go make something right, and you did not do that, you ain't none of God's anyway. How dare you? Whatever and whoever's doing what. Somebody knows something out here. Somebody has already touched somebody that belongs to the Most High God as well, and there's hell to pay for that stuff. So we're dealing with the Shabbat or ceasing or some special feast day is also here. The Shabbat has different meanings to it, but it's also a commandment for us to keep, and that's our sign between us and Elohim. Okay, so anyway, it's the 7th day, and we have the number 7 here as well. So something is out here just around the number 7 for you all. There's a completion going on out here around something. As I looked at that, there's 7 people watching as the time I'm recording this. That's incredible. Jehovah's plans are to prosper you and not to harm you. But look, somebody's resistant to change. You will be harmed. His plans is to prosper you and not to harm you. But if you don't want to do things God's way, I'm sorry, honey. I'm going to have to harm you, and you will be consumed if you're going to walk away from my ways. I can't protect you there. To be protected with God and have any kind of mercy, you have to be under my wing and do it my way in the truth. And his truth comes by way of the commandments. But if you don't want it, I'm not going to stand in your way. God says he won't. He tells us not to even stand in a sinner way. Go ahead. You go ahead and do it. He gives you free will. If that's your choice, that's your choice. He's telling you, you better not touch my people. If you do, there's hell to pay with it. There's a consequence with it. I don't want to have to harm you. You've already been warned. I want to prosper you in something, but if you got to have to just because you're crazy, go ahead and be crazy. You're split. I'm coming after you though once you do something that I tell you not to. But if you don't fear God, you ain't gonna listen to nothing I have to say. But you are gonna know it in the end of it, because I must say, will get up in your face with the matter. We're dealing with the nutcase out here. A campsite. Something around a campsite is here. That says Jehovah says that an honest person does desire to speak to somebody in this matter. Okay, it's if you're upright here, then somebody that came out somebody else's reading as well. Whoever's the upright person that desires to speak to a person that's involved in some type of nonsense going on with an oppression, and somebody who knows information about something that's taken place in a horrific way that is very much oppressed, and somebody's tried to attack somebody or jealous, then get up and go talk to them. Whoever that, somebody's got some information about some stuff, or they know something. I don't know what that means, but that came out somebody else's reading as well. There's a witch and or a warlock involvement in something. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is a witch. Tricks and lies. Well, somebody is, because somebody took a life insurance out on somebody. Everybody knows somebody's just a liar, and they're not even respected. Somebody's got a judgment on them, and they will have justice, because most of the arm is out here to punch some freak in the face for some nonsense that they've done. We have, yes, justice assured will be out here. Thank you. Hold up. This is the torch, and it's the K and or the C, which is the justice card in the deck, which is out here. And the Most High's going to make sure it happens for somebody. There's protection around somebody, because somebody's nothing but they just like to play tricks, and they lie, and they exaggerate. They act like they don't know something, and they've contemplated some stuff, and they're filth. And their filth is what they are. It looks like a V, so whatever that is, it's going to be justice, and there's a forgiveness for something, or somebody won't forgive something, and the Most High is saying that somebody's resistant to change. Okay, you don't have to change, but you're gonna meet the Most High face to face when He gets done with you. The Pethro, the letter P, is also out here. This is the dice box. If you are dealing with somebody who gambles and there was some type of fortune around a matter, then it's here. I've seen thievery and stuff like that today as well. But this is a protection rune as well. Somebody does have protection out here, and there's going to be justice by the hand of the Most High God. And this is somebody able to take control of this situation and do whatever they need to do. And if you got God for you, who can be against you? Even somebody trying to throw you out. I don't even care if you're on the street. God will give you a place to sleep. He'll lead you where you need to go. I don't know who that's for, but I know that I have been young and I've been old and I've never seen God forsake me ever. You keep your heart right to the Most High God, He'll make a way where there seems to be no way. If that's not the case, then God's a liar, and I know He's not a liar because I got 5 years of proof that He is right on time. His timing is perfect. It's impeccable for somebody, and whatever this timing is, Most High come up in every time and protect in that moment for whoever needs to hear that. And then it's somebody else that's going to go the other direction every single time because somebody likes to play games and tricks and lies, and that's just unacceptable in God's earth. Shalom.